All right. First off, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash, double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. All right. Peace and salutations to the Akim out there pushing his word in our sincerity and our truth, and to the rest of the 1/3 men, women, and children who are sincere believers and who were foreordained, before this world was, to receive this truth and to receive salvation by the mercies of Yahushai. Now, this lesson is going to be lambacking off, one of the things that's going on right now in the spirit. You know, this morning I was watching, the first half of the Apostle Ella Gabar's video. When he was speaking about, getting your house in order and putting off the weak nature. And pretty much, the idea now that's being pushed through the spirit is that you're supposed to change when you come to this truth, yo. All right. When you learn doctrine, the more you learn, the more you change. Right. Now, I just want to add my 2 pieces. It's a very short video, just going into the definition of learning. Right. So this is from this website here called queensuniversity.ca. Right. And it talks about what is learning. Right. Now, there's a definition that we learn in pedagogy, which is the study of teaching and learning, because I was a teacher for almost 10 years, before I switched careers. And this is the definition that we learn, right? It says learning is a process that leads to change. Let me read it again. Learning is a process that leads to change, which occurs as a result of experience and increases the potential of improved performance and future learning. The change in the learner may happen at the level of knowledge, attitude, or behavior. As a result of learning, learners come to see concepts, ideas, and or the world differently. Right? So what I wanted to focus on is that learning is a process that should lead to change. You should change. Right? So let's start off here in the scriptures. This is Ephesians chapter 4. I'll start from verse 17. Right, and this section is entitled, as you can see, The Christian's Walk, which the true Christians are the Israelites. It says, "This I say, therefore, and testify in the Lord, that ye henceforth walk not as Gentiles, as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind." Yeah, because we used to be like that. We used to be as other Gentiles because we were Gentiles. You been carried away, in these different religions, these different philosophies, black culture, or Christianity, whatever you want to call it, So it says that ye henceforth walk not as other Gentiles walk, in the vanity of their mind, because if you really examine how other people outside the truth behave, the majority of what they do is fueled by pride, So it says, having the understanding darkened, being alienated from the life of God through the ignorance that is in them because of the blindness of their heart, who being past feeling have given themselves over to lasciviousness, to work all uncleanness with greediness. Right? But it says, you have not so learned Yahushai. Right? So we that have learned Yahushai, and we just brought out the definition of learn, which is a process that leads to change. I know Paul is going to explain the same thing. But you have not so learned Yahushai. If so be that ye have heard him and have been taught by him as the truth is in Yahushai, that ye put off concerning the former conversation the old one, which is corrupt according to deceitful lust, and be renewed in the spirit of your mind. All right, so he says what? You're supposed to change. You're supposed to put off the old man. Right? And it says what? And that you put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness. So you're supposed to change as you learn Yahweh Shai. Now, when you just come into the truth, you're a babe, So you still have pretty much all the habits that you had in the world. But as you grow in knowledge and as you grow in experience, those habits and those behaviors change, right? This is 1 Corinthians 13, verse 11. When I was a child, I spake as a child, and understood as a child, and I thought as a child. But when I became a man, I put away a childish thing. You change. You don't have the same habits that you have when you were a child. You don't have the same beliefs that you have when you were a child. right? You know better because you have experienced more, you've acquired more knowledge, more understanding. So you see the world differently, you act differently. It's the same process when you come to the truth, right? You can't behave and analyze the world the same way as when you were in the world, right? There's supposed to be a difference in you now that you've known this knowledge. Otherwise, you're just pretending then, right? This is James chapter 1, verse 22. It says, but be ye doers of the word and not hearers only, deceiving your own selves, right? Since you're teaching this word, apply it to yourself. For if any be a hearer of the word and not a doer, he is like unto a man beholding his natural face in a glass. For he beholdeth himself and goeth his way, and straightway forgetteth what manner of man he was. But whoso looketh into the perfect law of liberty and continueth therein, he being not a forgetful hearer, but a doer of the word, this man shall be blessed in his deed. Right? So that's pretty much what I want to bring out. Hopefully this lesson was edifying to his spirit. Give me spirit to this lesson. This applies to myself first and foremost and everybody. Let's learn and grow in this truth. Shalom.